Y'all probably say, where exactly are you going with this? I see you really trying to take it there. Old school flows chew you out, ain't fair. Jordan pants don't...
Yo, what up YouTube? It's your boy Another Zod back at you, y'all savage. But anyway, just wanted to show you my dog real quick. This is Hades. He got two different colored eyes. One's brown, one's blue. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go into what I want to say, but I'm gonna put him over there real quick. That's obvious. Yeah, that's my big boy. It's the second Hades. You know, my first Hades was a pet bull, but that's besides the point. I'm gonna just get into what I wanted to talk about. One of it is just basically, you know, shout out to everybody that's really been, you know, commenting on my other channel. Well, me and my son's other channel, K2Zod and Bossat, we do live reactions. We just did one on Yellow Wolf. And I know there's a lot of people asking me, you know, basically to do videos on certain cats that are more obscure. And my answer to that is I'm going to do it for sure. We did Bay Recon and they shut our channel down because I guess we didn't do it right. But yeah, I'm going to get to, you know, the homies and other people and just try to balance it. You know what I mean? Because my son is not really into that. But, you know, I respect everybody's hustle. So I will be putting out a lot of different stuff. But, you know, as we go, we have to kind of build a little buzz on the channel before we, because it's no use of, you know, me doing and my son doing a live reaction to, and you only get like 100 people view it. You know what I mean? You want to get it when it's popping. So best believe we got stuff coming. But anyways, besides that, I just wanted to address a couple of people that, for the people that got issue with Zod, you should stay on Zod's channel and talk to Zod. You got all these weird cats going on the channel. Let me tell you something real quick about my son, just in case you a little dense. My son is black and Mexicano, so he's had more time with the black side of the family, so that's what he pretty much gravitates to. So, you know, for the people that ask dumbass questions and, you know, things of that nature, but he still is Mexicano and black, so, you know, he's half and half, and, you know, but yeah, so that's just to answer that real quick, and he ain't with none of that gang stuff. So just, you know, start dude out, you know what I'm saying, or just, you know, get at Zod. You ain't gotta wolf on him because he's not tripping on you. Sorry, the allergy is kicking my ass. But yeah, I wanted to really get into, because there's a lot of people talking about this last video, the one I did about the diss track. Like, at the end of the day, I'm not gonna hate on nobody. If they're about to diss me and it's garbage, then he just diss me and I'm giving him his notoriety, because at the end of the day, some people, that's all they got. Some people come on here to diss me and hope that people will go to their channel and support them. I'm not gonna hate on the next man's hustle, and that's just me. Like, it's at the end of the day, I'm always gonna respect those who hustle for theirs. You know, some people might not like the fact that I respond to certain cats, but understand, if no haters come to your channel, after a while, even the regulars start to fall off a little, and it's the haters that continuously come back to your channel and view your content to break it down in small little increments in order to see exactly what you said. And there's a lot of people that still follow me, even if it's for the negative aspects of it, some for the positive aspects. Some people just are feeding with me, and that's just the way it is. But yeah, so I did give that dude his props at the end of the video, because throughout the course of the video, because I mean, obviously he's been dissing a lot of people. Nobody's really been paying too much attention, but he did have his 17 subscribers, and 2 months ago people were telling me about him. It was mostly the haters. Well, actually it was all the haters that were like, hey Zod, what about this dude that dissed you? So I gave him his props, and that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on that. Now, people mistake Zod for Zod. You know, Zod, which is me. I'm not speaking in the third party, but I'm the type that never gonna let you slap me in the face, and I'm gonna slap you back. Positivity or not, I will never let you disrespect me in my face, and I will not bust a grape. I will always handle my business, and it's nothing about being negative. It's about being a grown man. It's like, if you see me on the street and I'm with my son and you smack me, you think I'm not gonna bust it? I'm gonna smash on you if I can, you know what I mean? And that's nothing to do with gangs. That's just a man being a man. And obviously you have to be a pussy if you try to rush me in front of my kids like that, stuff like that, you know what I mean? People got a misconception of exactly what Zod is about. Zod is about his shit, and that's just plain and simple fact, and I'm always gonna be about my shit. I just been respectful. Now, what I really want to talk about outside of showing the homies that asked me about how to get the hats and the shirts and things of that nature, what some people say is self-explanatory, but it's really not. It is kind of hard, because if you don't know how to crunch the numbers, not even necessarily crunch the numbers, but know exactly what you're doing, you might take a loss, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna get into that, but first and foremost, I want to talk about, you know, the fact that I literally got propositioned to do something that would be counteractive to exactly what my character consists of, you know what I mean? And maybe I said it a little bit weird, but I actually got propositioned to do what I've been doing as far as positivity, but not so positive, but in a way to where I bring awareness to neighborhoods, you know what I mean? Basically a neighborhood watchman on the internet, basically telling people to be more vigilant in their neighborhoods, and you know, to basically look out for their neighborhood. So basically to tell you if you see something going in your neighborhood, to tell, you know what I'm saying, like that type of shit, you know what I mean? And I did get offered a large sum of money for that, and at the end of the day I had to respectfully decline. And I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people are like, you know, that I have asked, or like maybe it's Illuminati. That's bullshit. I don't even believe in none of that, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I just think it's law enforcement, and I think it's other people trying to derail exactly what I say and what I do, and trying to make my character fraudulent, and they want to water me down. But at the end of the day, I'm never going to water down for nobody. Even the harshest criticism on here that maybe a homie that I respect would tell me, I'm never going to water nothing down. I'm always going to be me. You got watchers on here that say a set tripper. Like I said, I run past enemies every day, or ex-enemies, and nothing happens. It's just they go their way, I go mine. I'm not tripping off these dudes. I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really about violent things. It's about a respectful thing. If you respect me as a man, I'm going to respect you. I don't care who you are. If you disrespect me, I'm going to disrespect you back, and it's going to go wherever it go. You know what I mean? But for the most part, I try to avoid problems and do my thing. But yeah, I gave this dude props, you know what I mean? And not props. I didn't mean for all the homies or fools that follow me like solidly to go check them out. It was more of a joke. So the people that did go check him out, Spencer, you know what I mean? But maybe you did change this fool's life. Yeah, he seems a little slow, and it's no disrespect towards the mentally handicapped. It's just for him, you know? If you come on the internet and you try to blast me, I'll blast you back. Understand it's all in fair play, you know, kind of like when you do copyright, and you know you got to break down a certain song, and you got to fair use of the content, you know what I'm saying? People take my picture and use it out of context all the time, but I don't care. That shit is comic to me. But that's besides the point. Let me just get on to exactly what I want to say before I even get close to ending this video. But as far as like shirts, what you want to do is always buy in bulk. And you don't necessarily have to put everything in at once. Like you can literally go to most you know, shirt places that do printing on shirt and just get one print, you know what I mean? Something basic in one color, you know what I mean? And if you order a certain amount, you know, maybe like 30 shirts, 40 shirts, whatever, you're probably going to pay something around maybe 200 for it. If you ain't got that much, you know, it just depends. It comes down to who you're trying to catch, what audience you're trying to catch. Like I've seen fools, they do all cholo letters, and they're going to, not cholo letters, but gangster letters, and that's going to pertain to a certain group. Not just Mexicans, not just blacks, but just cats that are into the old English and all that. Like these letters right here. You know what I mean? This shirt was $20. You know what I mean? But it's worth it because you see the letter and you see it got Chalino Sanchez on it, and it's somebody popular. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you're putting on your shirt. Is the whatever, like maybe you do lettering, do your own lettering, do your own imagery, like as far as like maybe it's an eagle. You know, something simple, something that's going to catch, you know what I mean? And pay like maybe 180 to like 190, maybe 200 for a certain amount of shirts. If you're getting them at maybe $7, $8, you turn around and sell them for like 30 or 25, and it's good quality t-shirts and everything, you're going to make your money back. The whole thing is it's a slow hustle. You know what I mean? The less money you got, the longer it may take you to gain traction. But you gotta always, it's kind of like that dude Damon Dash said, it's a 5-year plan. That's what I got. Right now I do the 113 shirts. Eventually that's gonna fade to the back, and Zod will take the forefront. But I make sure that while I'm working on the Zod thing, the 113 and all that will be something to, you know, add a little bit more funny, outside of the fact that YouTube already pays me for the homies that, you know, bless me by watching you know, the commercials, you know what I mean? For every watcher that watched that commercial without skipping it, that helps me get paid and the views. So, you know, hey, gracias to that. But yeah, and as far as the hats, you can go to places like Lids. You can go to downtown LA to the alleys and snatch up a gang of hats and literally pay like maybe $11 depending on where you go to get a print on your hat. Some will be one large like this. This might cost $11 just for all this. You know what I mean? Now if you want to put something extra on the sides, then that might cost you a certain amount of money. Some will charge you exactly what they charged you to make this, you know what I mean? So if this was like $12 right here, then that will cost you $12 no matter how small, because it's something different. But some places will charge you a lot less. It all comes down to how you win and deal. But that's how I say, like, if you're looking for pro clubs, some people don't like pro clubs. They like a mixture of cotton and polyester or whatever. Go to downtown LA, look in the alleys. You always can buy shirts in bulk. You might get like pay like maybe $200, get you 100 shirts, turn around and get them printed for a certain amount because you print in bulk, and then you're easily gonna make your money back. And that's slow hustle, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta, you know, some people like to rush into everything else. It's a slow hustle. Right now I'm starting to get my Ferga, but it's a slow hustle. One thing will start the next, you know what I mean? And that's basically all I can say on that. Start hitting up your neighborhood clothing shops, or like Lids and Champs, like people that, you know, are certain spots are known for making hats. But you also got to create the buzz. Just like what I'm doing right now on the internet is creating the buzz. Right now with the Ball Savvy and the K2 Zod, the fact that people pay attention, they're bringing buzz to my son's channel. And little by little, that's how you started. Eventually, your subscribers just keep going up. Learn how to collab with other people, and eventually you take off too. It just all depends on what your message is, what you want to talk about. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. But for the people that's following my channel, hey, gracias to all the people on my Instagram at Zod, like I said, that really follow me. Hey, gracias for that. And hopefully, you know, just to put something in real quick, my whole thing is to get a lane so big that when we're able to make movies, we're able to do a lot of things without asking for people to back us, or, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of films now, you see homies, but it's only like a few little spots. Nah, want to bust it wide open to where once can actually get in there, you ain't got to ask nobody to do nothing because you already have that lane. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say on that. Like I said, this video was basically just to say a few things, but to the ones that really supporting my channel, gracias. To the ones that don't like the fact that I run with Mexicanos, I don't trip, whatever, you don't have to follow me. But to the real ones, saludos to all my homies incarcerated, to the ones that I know that was locked away. They hopefully want to hit the streets one day and get at me, dog. That's obvious. But anyways, I'm out. Late.
Kneel before Zod!